They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check. Crunch. Hey, Delta! Cluster. 90 is the mic.
Throwing Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. They'll run here with Eckler. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. On is the Chargers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Taking it about the 16. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 38.
Check nickel.
Here's Watson. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And the Texans, 1st down.
On 1st down, Miller. He's got a 1st out and more inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I haven't seen more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
So out come the Chargers. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Wait, 89!
To throw is Rivers. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now Rivers finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down.
Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set, round 80! Check, 55, Mike. I'm not ready. Shift, watch the shift! Hey, 79! 79! Split!
1st down, Rivers. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Allen. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Three yards on that last run, so here is 2nd and 7 from the 28. Back to throw, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Houston.
Set. 49. Rip right, rip right.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Go, go, go.
To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks. Say, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Ready, block 15. Hey,
Eat. You must be dreaming.
On 2nd down, Eckler. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Fresno. Red.
Check right. Watch it.
Hey, zoom.
Let's go right here now.
Rivers. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line.
12.
Mike 51.
Hey, orbit.
Here I come. 51, Mike 51. Record.
Rivers to throw it. Green's got it over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Next to score, Chargers 14, Texans 3. Mike Badgley sets the kickoff.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, alert, alert.
Watson. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Not today, you are. Not today. Hey, 58.
Now it's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Watson operating from the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
1st and 10. Watson forced out to his left. He'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
31's the mic.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
4 down. Check your hot read.
To the air yet again, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Again, it's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Set. 180.
51. You.
This is a counter play. Eckler looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Zero.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. You're not ready.
2nd down, Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And it's 21-3. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action from Miller. Now Watson steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Hey. 4 down.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
31. 58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 58 to Mike, 58.
3rd and long, it's Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Rivers now on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Second half begins with a run from Miller, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Hey, 55.
Here's Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
All day, every day, any day. 31's the mic. 31's the mic.
Watson on 3rd down. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. To throw is Watson. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
1st down, Texans.
Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Watson setting up the screen for Miller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Watson. Eluding, and he will score. It's a touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 16. Rivers on the screen. This is Eckler. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And down right around the 37. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. This is something that we know that they like to do, incorporating him out of the backfield into their passing attack.
And it's not just a check down option either. This is a full part of their offense, and they rely on the fact that they can get the ball in his hands.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Check 390. 190. Eat. Switch up.
They run on first down with Jackson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 10 more there and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now a toss play to Eckler. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Badgley's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Right there.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 31, Watson. He's got Fuller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And the Texans first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, here's Watson. Throw left side taken in by Miller. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Reset. 19. Just like that. Just like that. 31's the mic.
Back to throw, Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Now the ball comes loose, and the Texans scoop it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Reset. 19. You ain't got nothing. Clap, clap. 31's the mic.
They'll go with a draw. Watson hands to Miller. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
I'm going back.
Faking the give. Now Watson out to his left. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
This is it. 19. Coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Watson on first down. And this one's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. On the right side, this is Miller. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, Watson. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
we go on fourth. Watson. And it's caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Texans 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check hot route.
They started on the ground with Eckler. He finds an opening past the 40, the 40, 30, the 20, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Set. 19. Push him back. Push him back.
On 1st down, Watson. To the right side, complete to Miller. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Watson now from the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Man left, man left. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, 24. 31. Let's go.
Watson going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. Now it's Watson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch tight, tight end.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Watson throwing on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Black 15! Don't get nervous.
Rivers hands off to Eckler. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Rivers. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. J.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Watch the whip. 55.
Throwing here, Rivers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.
Let's go, let's go. On the hop, fellas, on the hop. Who wants it? Let's see some hustle out there today.
Set, ready. 60 yards. Hut! Let's go now. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Return! 32! Fire! Set! 10, come set! Hut! Ready! 60 out, single! Here we go! It's the flag! Hut, go! Let's go! Naughty Wolf, hut, go! On the double! Hut, hut! Down! 70 ending! Set up! Set, hut! Ancient Gator, Ancient Gator! Set, hut! Here we go! Here we go! Ready! Here we go! Set! Hut! On the ready! Ready, go! Come on, set and read. Ready, ready. Got it. Hut. Ready, right. We good. 32. Right up. Ready, ready! 30 base! Set! Hut!
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You're finally getting it. You're starting to turn the corner, and that's what we like to see as a coaching staff. Show us some more.
Set, ready. 10, touch scared. Set, go. Let's go now. 6 to Pittsburgh. Hut, go. Set! 60 yards! General Peko! Ready! 15 Lonnie! 15 Lonnie! Hut! Hut! Here we go! 10, Lobo! Set up!
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today.
Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Luck. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So they get the completion, that's good, but Charles, probably not good to get hit on the first play of the game.
No coaching staff ever wants their quarterback hit on any passing play, especially to start the game. What you're hoping is you have one of those tough guys back there, because sometimes when they get hit early, gets the juices flowing.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chester Rogers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
57 colors.
53's the mark.
On 2nd and goal, Mahomes, Kansas City touchdown. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive – I mean, remember we talked with the offensive line? And one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. If I just breathe bad breath on the guy in front of me, often that opens up enough space for him to go.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and